Hello friends, welcome to Padhai Se Dosto YouTube channel. In today's video session, we are going to discuss about the questions of Indian tradition of historiography. That is a chapter number 2, exercise questions. The very first question is that complete the sentence by choosing a correct option. The first one is dash dash was the first Directorate General of Archaeological Survey of India. So the answer is option number A, Alexander Cunningham. So remember this thing. Second one, dash dash translated the Sanskrit text of Hitopadesh. So answer is option B, Friedrich Max Muller. He is a German historian who translated the Sanskrit text Hitopadesh. The next question is that identify the wrong pair in the following and correct it and also rewrite it. The very first pair is who Were the Shudras. It is a book written by Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, so it is a correct. Then second one, Sri Purush Tulna. It is about the feminist writing, though again it is correct, written by Tarabai Shinde. Then the third one is that the Indian War of Independence 1857. It is written by V.D. Savarkar, Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, and it is about nationalistic history. So that's why this pair is incorrect because they have said over here it is a Marxist history. So it is not a Marxist history, it is a nationalistic history. And the fourth one, Grand Up Colonial History, it is a correct. Okay, so the option number 3 is a incorrect pair, and the correct pair should be the Indian War of Independence written by V.D. Savarkar, and it is a nationalistic history. Remember this. This is a correct pair. Explain the following with reason. Writing of regional history received a momentum. Okay, so if we consider the nationalistic historiography, then that nationalistic historiography, it is about the history of particular nation from the nationalistic perspective. And once there is a self-esteem of the people, if it is ignited properly by this nationalistic history, if there is a proper self-confidence in people to fight against the wrong thing which happen in the society. Okay, so they try to analyze the things which are injusticiable in the history. Okay, first of all they studied about the Indian history, and they move towards the injustice happen in their own areas, own regions. That's why this nationalistic history get boost. This nationalistic history gave birth to writing of regional histories. Okay, so that's why it is said that writing of regional history receives a momentum from nationalistic history. Okay, because Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, he wrote a book of 1857 War of Independence. So that war is basically a regional war happened in the northern part of India, the Meerut region, the Uttar Pradesh Bihar region. Okay, but it is a very less spread in the southern part of India like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. So that is a regional history. Okay, the War of Independence is a regional history, but it has the framework of nationalistic history. Why? Because they consider that particular history, regional history, as a part of national history. So that's why it is considered as nationalistic history. But if I am writing a history of Bundelkhand or the Meerut region, then it is a regional history. Or suppose I am writing about history of social reformers from Bengal, then it is totally a regional history. So this regional history writing get boosted after the nationalistic historiography, and that's why it is known as writing of regional history received a momentum. Okay, after nationalistic historiography. Remember this thing. Then the next question is about the Bakar. Okay, Bakar is an important type of historical document. So yes, it is an important time. Why? Because Bakars gives us idea about the social condition, the economical condition of that particular historical era. It gives idea about the different biographies of kings, how they fought a war. Okay, or the different policies and the administration decisions taken by different king, how they impacted on the society. There are many Bakars like a Bakar of Krishnaji Ananta Sabasad. He included in his Bakar the administration of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Then we have Panipatchi Bakar, okay, or the Bhausahebachi Bakar. These both Bakars, they included the whatever things happened during the war of Panipat, third battle of Panipat. Okay, then we have Holkaranchi Kaifiyat Bakar. That Bakar included whatever problem faced by Holkars while establishing their rule in the central India region like Indore, Ujjain, all this part. Okay, so all these things they are included in the Bakar. That's why it is a very important historical document to understand the history of that particular region during that particular period. Okay, let's move towards the next question. Answer the following in 20 to 30 words. The first question is that which things are included in the description by Emperor Babur in his autobiography? So the Tuzuk-e-Babari is the autobiography written by the Emperor Babur. He came from Mongolia to India while via Afghanistan. Okay, so whatever cities he conquered or invaded during his invasion in India, so he wrote about all the description of such a cities. What is the flora and fauna of that city? What are the climatic condition? What is the economic condition? What is the social conditions? So he observed everything while his travel or while his journey from Mongolia to India, and he wrote everything about his journey in his book. Okay, so that you have to include in this particular answer. Okay, the name of his book is Tuzuk-e-Babari. Okay, so he included description of the battles fought by him during his journey. He conquered many cities like Samarkand, Kabul, Peshawar. Okay, so all this thing he wrote in his book. Okay, the next question is that what is the contribution of Swatantravir Savarkar to nationalistic historiography? Okay, the Swatantravir Savarkar, he wrote the book that is the War of Independence 1857. ओके, स्वातंत्र्य लढा 1857 आहे. तर हे बुक त्यांनी लिहिलेलं आहे. सो इन हिज बुक ही influence the Indian people to take arms against the British, okay, or he ignite the spark of independence in the minds of people, okay. So that's why he gave a huge contribution to develop the self-esteem of the reader, Indian readers, okay. So that's why his contribution in the nationalistic historiography is a very huge. He also inspired Indian youth to participate in the World War One, World War Two, because Savarkar asked Indian youth to take a training of arms, to take a proper experience of battles, so you can able to fight battles for independence of our country also after the war, that is World War One or World War Two finish. So his teaching also included the great influence on our society. So remember all these things. Then the next one is write detailed answer to the following question. The first one is the Marxist history. So we have already discussed the Marxist history in depth. So in this history, what you have to add? We have to add first of all the class theory explained by the Marx. Okay. Then how this class struggle theory gives rise to the two categories of classes in our society, that is haves and has not. Okay. Then who are the different Indian scholar who wrote about the Marxist history, or who adopted the ideology of Marxist history to write the historical narrative of their own book. Okay, so how this Marxist history it is the base for the subaltern history, that also you can include in your answer while writing the answer about Marxist history. So if this question is for 2 marks, then you have to add 4 points. If this question is for 3 marks, then you have to add 6 points over here. Then what is the contribution of Ityasacharya V.K. Rajwade to the historiography? Okay, so he is a very famous personality, that is a V.K. Rajwade, and he gave immense contribution to the historiography. Okay, so there are different books written by him, 22 volumes he wrote. Okay, so he is a well known for his writing in Marathi on varied subjects like history, linguistic, etymology, grammar, etc. So I have already told you the meaning of etymology. Etymology is nothing but the स्टडी ऑफ चेंजिंग द मीनिंग ऑफ डिफरेंट वर्ड्स. सपोज कोई भी एक शब्द है, उसका मीनिंग अलग अलग काल में कैसा अलग अलग तरीके से चेंज होता गया है, उसके बारे में स्टडी करना, उसे हम एटिमोलॉजी बोलते हैं. सो ही रोट इन मराठी अबाउट वेरियस सब्जेक्ट लाइक हिस्ट्री, लिंग्विस्टिक. लिंग्विस्टिक मीन्स वॉज स्टडी ऑफ लैंग्वेजेस, then etymology, then the grammar, etc. He was the firm he was of the firm opinion that we should write our own history. Okay, तो इन्होंने क्या किया कि अपनी खुद की हिस्ट्री हमने ही लिखनी चाहिए, ऐसा उनका ओपिनियन था, और वैसा ही उन्होंने किया और लोगों को भी बताया. ही कंपाइल्ड एंड एडिटेड 22 वॉल्यूम ऑफ मराठ्यांच्या इतिहासाची साधने. ओके, he stated that history is the all inclusive image of past societies. It does not include only stories of political images, conspiracies, and wars for seizing the power. He insisted that history should be written only using the authentic document source. So remember this thing. He emphasized on the authentic document sources to write the history, and that's the main core of his writing, and that's why he gave the name to his book as a Marathancha Itihasachi Sadhne. So whatever instruments or whatever resources, whatever evidences he used to write the Maratha history, that what he gave the name for his book, that is a Marathanच्या इतिहासाची साधने, and he wrote the 22 volumes of this particular book. So that is the very important contribution of V.K. Rajwade towards the historiography. I hope it is clear to you. Then the next question is that complete the following chart. So here the names of authors given, and here their names of book written over here. So you have to fill the blank spaces. So first one is James Mill. He wrote the history of British India. Then we have James Grant Duff. So what this Grant Duff done? He wrote a book named as A History of Marathas. So you have to write over here the name of book written by this Grant Duff, that is a history of Marathas. Then here we have the name of book, that is the History of India, and it is written by Mount Stuart Elphinston. So here this blank space should occupied by the name Mount Stuart Elphinston. Okay, he is a British resident in the court of Peshwa. Okay, then S.A. Dange, Sripad Amrut Dange, he wrote a book named as Primitive Communism to Slavery. So here should be Primitive Communism to Slavery in this blank space. Okay, then the next book is Who Were the Shudras. Very easy. It is written by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. So I hope it is clear to you how to fill this table. Then the next concept chart given over here. Before fill this concept chart, I want to tell you this is a misprint over here. Emperor Babur. It should not be over here. So take a note of it. It is a misprinted. So let's complete this chart. But before completing this chart, let's discuss what thing they have mentioned over here. So in the outermost boxes, they have mentioned the description of that particular book or the particular ideology of historiography. Okay, then they have given the name of author in the second boxes or the second line over here, and in third area they have given the name of book. Okay, so in the innermost part they have given name of book, then the author, and then the ideology of that particular author or the description of that particular book written by author or what he included in that book. So that is given over here. So very easy to fill this particular thing. So the let's consider this first part, the purpose of historiography. Okay, this ideology is explained by this Ziauddin Baruni in his book named as Tariq e Firuz Shahi. So here you should have to write Tariq e Firuz Shahi over here. Okay, so here it is a description of battles fought by Babur. So it is a description over here they have mentioned, and here the name of book written by Babur, that is Tuzuke Babari, mentioned over here. So here you have to write the name of author, that is a Mughal Emperor Babur. So this should be the answer for this particular blank space. Then here history of Kashmir written by Kallana. So you have to write over here the name of that book. It is a Rajatarangini. So here this blank space should be occupied by the name Rajatarangini. Then here the reign of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, so here it should be here it should be the name of the book, and here it should be the name of author. So the name of author is Krishnaji Ananta Sabasad, and the Bakar wrote by him is a Sabasadanchi Bakar. So here whatever I have highlighted, that is the Emperor Babur. Instead of Emperor Babur there should be Sabasadanchi Bakar. So make all this correction. So I hope it is again clear to you. Then next move towards the next thing. Explain the following concept: the Orientalist historiography. Very easy. What is Orientalist historiography? There are some European historians who are interested to study the culture and the religious aspect of the societal aspect of the Oriental society. Means what? The nations of the Eastern Hemisphere, like India, the neighboring region of India. So these historians, they are really interested to study the history of these Eastern nations. All these historians known as Orientalist historians, and the historiography or the historical narrative written by such a people, it is known as Orientalist historiography. So the fine details you will get in the paragraph covered under this Orientalist historiography topic. So I hope you will refer that para, and you can able to write the answer of this particular question. Same thing about the nationalistic historiography and subaltern historiography. I have already explained in depth all these topics in previous lecture. So I recommend you to watch that lecture and write down the answer for these questions in your own words. Okay, so you will have the clear understanding of this particular thing. Okay, then there is a small project: prepare an illustrated manuscript which help with the help of internet, giving more information about the historian mentioned in this lesson. So this is a small activity you can do on your own. You just have to google the manuscript of that particular historian, or the history written by that particular historian, and you can add some points, okay, related to that particular historical framework written by that historian. Okay, so this is a small task you can able to do on your own, so you will get more insight about that particular historiography or the framework of historiography in much details. So I hope guys it is clear to you. Thank you friends, and have a nice day.